Hey everyone, welcome back to Widget Wisdom. And first of all, sorry from my side, because I'm having itching in my throat, that is why I'm unable to record my voice. Now apart from this today, we're going to explore one of the most essential components in Flutter. Hey everyone, welcome back to Widget Wisdom. And first of all, sorry from side, because I'm having itching in my throat, that is why I'm unable to record my voice. Now apart from this today, we're going to explore one of the most essential components in Flutter, the navigation bar. Whether you're building a small app or a large-scale project, having a well-designed navigation system is key to a great user experience. In this video, we'll dive deep into the world of Flutter navigation bars. We'll cover the basics, different types of navigation bars, customization options, and how to implement them effectively in your Flutter apps. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have the knowledge to create a sleek and user-friendly navigation system for your app. Before we start coding, let's first understand what a navigation bar is. In mobile app design, a navigation bar is a UI element that allows users to navigate between different screens or sections of an app. It's a crucial part of the user experience, making it easy for users to find their way around. In Flutter, we have several options for implementing navigation bars, including bottom navigation bars, top tab bars, and even custom navigation bars. Let's explore each of these. So to get started, let's create a new Flutter project. I'll name it Navigation Bar Demo. Once the project is created, open the main.dart file and remove the default code. First, let's start with one of the most common types, the bottom navigation bar. This is typically used when you have a few top-level destinations that need to be accessible from anywhere in the app. Now let's create a simple bottom navigation bar with 3 tabs: Home, Search, and Profile. So for that, create a new stateful widget called Home Screen, and then call this home screen from the My App widget. Then come to the state class, and here create a variable called SelectedIndex and set it to 0. We will use this variable to keep track of the selected tab. Then create a list of widgets called Widget Options, which contains 3 text widgets with the text Home Screen, Search Screen, and Profile Screen. Then create a method called OnItemTapped, which takes an integer index as a parameter and updates the selected index with the new index. So whenever a tab is tapped, the selected index will be updated with the new index. Then in the build method, return a scaffold widget, and here add the app bar with the title. Then for body, add a center widget with the widget options list and the selected index. Now, let's add the bottom navigation bar widget. So here add the bottom navigation bar property of the scaffold widget and set it to a bottom navigation bar widget. Now in the items property, first add a list of bottom navigation bar item. Then for each item, add an icon and a label. For the first item, add an icon of home and label of home. Similarly, add 2 more items for search and profile. Then set the current index property to the selected index and then set the selected item color to colors.blue finally. Add the onTap property and set it to the OnItemTapped method. Now save the code and run the app. So here you can see the bottom navigation bar with 3 tabs, Home, Search, and Profile. And when you tap on any tab, the selected index will be updated accordingly, and the corresponding text will be displayed. So this is how you can create a simple bottom navigation bar in Flutter. Now that we have the basics down, let's take it a step further by customizing the bottom navigation bar. We can change the colors, icons, and to make the navigation bar more appealing. So let's start by changing the color of the unselected item. So for that, come to the bottom navigation bar widget and set the unselected item color property to colors.gray, and then set the background color to colors.white. Then add the elevation property and set it to 10. This will add a shadow effect to the navigation bar. Then set the type property to bottom navigation bar type.fixed. This will make sure that all the tabs are visible even if there are more than 3 tabs. Finally, save the code and run the app. So here you can see the updated bottom navigation bar with the unselected item color set to gray, a white background, and a shadow effect. Next, let's move on to the top tab bar. This type of navigation bar is often used when you want to organize content into different categories or sections, with the tabs located at the top of the screen. To create a top tab bar, create a new stateless widget called Tab Bar Demo. Then call this Tab Bar Demo from the My App widget. Then in the build method, return a default tab controller widget. Set the length property to 3. This will create 3 tabs. Then add a scaffold widget as child of default tab controller. Then add an app bar with the title. Then add a bottom property and set it to a tab bar widget. Then in this widget, add the tabs property and set it to a list of tab widgets. For each tab, add an icon property and set it to an icon widget with the icon property set to the respective icon. Then set the tab bar view as the body of the scaffold widget. Then add a list of center widgets as children, then set the text for each center widget. Finally, save the code and run the app. So here you can see the top tab bar with 3 tabs: car, transit, and bike. And when you tap on any tab, the corresponding text will be displayed. So this is how you can create a simple top tab bar in Flutter. Just like with the bottom navigation bar, we can also customize the top tab bar to better fit our app's design. Let's go ahead and add some customizations to our tab bar example. So for that, come to the tab bar widget and set the indicator color property to colors.white. This will change the color of the indicator line. Then set the label color property to colors.yellow. This will change the color of the selected tab label. Then set the indicator weight property to 4. This will change the thickness of the indicator line. Then set the unselected label color property to colors.gray. This will change the color of the unselected tab label. Finally, set the isScrollable property to true. This will allow the tabs to be scrollable if there are more tabs than can fit on the screen. Now save the code and run the app. So here you can see the updated top tab bar with customizations like the indicator color, label color, indicator weight, and scrollable tabs. So that's it for today's video on Flutter navigation bars. We covered the basics of bottom navigation bars, top tab bars, apps design. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Flutter tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.